So I'm Con Mallon. I'm the Regional Product Marketing Director for Symantec for the consumer division, so anything that's branded Norton really falls within my responsibility. And really my job is to ensure we bring to market the Norton products within Europe, Middle East and Africa, and manage the products through their life cycle, through product definition to basically how we're going to basically exit and go on to the next generation of products. What brings me to South Africa at the moment is we're launching the Norton 2009 products, specifically Norton Antivirus 2009 and Norton Internet Security 2009. Obviously when we bring to market new versions of NAV and NIS, that's big news because, you know, being the market leader, people look towards what we're doing to see, is that setting the agenda for, you know, things to come. It's not just same again releases. We've taken the opportunity here to do something a bit different. We're setting some new challenges for ourselves and how we develop the software. And we're making some pretty bold claims, which I think you'll probably obviously pick up with regard to, you know, putting it out there that we believe that this is the latest and fastest security software that's available.
Why has it taken Symantec so long to take back the internet?
Well, you know, we've been working some of these issues year in, year out, Axel. I mean, I think there is a general perception that security software is too slow. And certainly with the 2007 products and the 2008 products, you know, we put in improvements in there. We've been lessening the footprint of the software on the machine over these last couple of years. And we've probably perfected the art with the 2009 products where we've taken it into a completely new dimension. The other thing was there's some technologies that's just taken us a little bit of time to get there, particularly with things like Norton Insight. You know, here is a technology which the benefit to the customer is they see less scanning, which means that you're not taking as many, you know, resources from the machine, that customers will do scanning because we can actually make sure we can do it for them in the background without them being getting an alert. So the requirement for scheduled scanning, as it's been carried out with security software up to this point, really is kind of going, you know, because our products are now intelligent enough that they can spot the time when to go and do a scan. But, you know, Norton Insight has taken us a couple of years to design, because what also sits behind it is a whole new whitelisting capability which is built out on our back-end infrastructure. So that takes time just to physically build that infrastructure. But also then what sits in behind it is the ability to connect in real time many tens of millions of Norton customers, and for them to be sharing information about what's happening out there in the community, and for us then to write software and algorithms that can basically sweep through that customer base and then make some real-time determination about files that we have never seen before or analysed before, and that statistically we can work out that based on the prevalence of that file and the reputation of the endpoint that is reporting the file into us, as I said, we can make a determination whether we should trust that file or not. So, you know, that takes time to refine those algorithms to get it to the level of detection whereby we feel confident about it and that we're not getting, you know, false positives on the other side of it, or false negatives. So it takes time to refine that software. You know, ultimately, yes, we've developed a big benefit to you in terms of less scanning, but behind that, there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Have you actually been losing market share over the last few years to all these other intruders in your space?
I mean, we're still the market leader, and market share, you know, bumps up and down. There's been a lot more people have entered the marketplace in the last couple of years, that's for sure. So it depends market by market what our share has been. So, you know, from our point of view, what we definitely believe that we're doing with 2009 is, you know, we're back in a position where, you know, for our loyal customers who have been subscribing to us year in, year out, we wanted to give them a great product. We want to delight them with what we're doing. And I think the 2009 products, and I think you've experienced this a little bit, but there is a wow factor. It is just a bit counterintuitive for a lot of people. Like, suddenly, you know, the product can get onto your hard drive in a minute. That required us to go off and rethink about how we install software. And we've rewritten the installer from the ground up, and we've taken patents out on what we've done in there. So I think that, you know, we feel very confident that, you know, for our existing customer base, they will be delighted to move over from the 2008 products to 2009. In making the claims we are making, Axel, is we definitely believe that there'll be quite a proportion of customers, not dissimilar to yourself, who maybe have gone off to look at other products, who will take the challenge to come back to us. I mean, people have asked us, why are you so focused on performance this year?
Yes.
And the reason for that comes back to when we actually researched it. I mean, we had a lot of feedback from customers, saying, can you make it lighter? It's too heavy, it's too slow, get it out of my face. And we got that. And then when we went and looked at some of the research companies, when they then have been researching the security software market, they are finding that a lot of customers year in, year out are shopping for better performance.
Yes.
It's like, you hear that this product might be great, people move towards that, and then it turns out that that's not as great as you thought it was going to be, and then they hear that for this year it's going to be over here. So there's a lot of kind of shopping around going on, where ultimately people are trying to find a product that is going to be light on the resources, fast, but in terms of the core security, it's very effective.
Yes.
Because I think there's also been this wisdom, if I could call it, in the marketplace where, okay, I can make it very fast for you, but maybe the trade-off's going to be in security.
Yes.
Or I can make it very secure for you, put in multiple engines, really build out a lot of the security functions, but the trade-off then will be what the customer experience is and the performance on your product. And nobody has managed to basically get both vectors to rise at the same time. I think that with what we've done with 2009, we're showing to the market that you can do it,
right.
And that in terms of the core security of the product, that we've improved, the level of detection, remediation is important. One of the things, again, based on customer input, we've done this year is that the installation CD that you get with the product, that is also a recovery CD. So that should you have a machine that's become completely overridden with malware, you can just pop that into the CD, do a cold boot, and then we'll start to scan and tidy up that hard drive, and then you're then in a position to then go back and to start to reload on software. People say the install is very, very quick. What's the uninstall like? Because this is a constant criticism.
Yes.
Of security software in general, is that it can be very difficult to get it off your machine, and a lot of people have criticised us, but they've criticised other people. We've also looked at the deinstall. So again, the deinstall of the Norton products this year should take about 1 minute to get it off your machine. You also have two options about how you uninstall. You can do a custom uninstall whereby you can leave behind certain traces of Norton on the machine. So some of your passwords, maybe some of your settings, etc., so that should you come to reinstall again, that might be useful to have those elements. Or you can have a complete uninstall where basically just take the whole thing off the machine. Right. And again, people have been very, very pleased with that.
Yes, no, I can imagine.
That we've fixed that one.
We find that a lot of heavy-duty gamers, for example, refuse to install Norton in the past anyway, because the feeling is that it slows down your PC. And whenever we've done a review, we tended to say, this is great if you have a high-end kind of PC. This is not the case anymore with this. This is our prediction.
And gamers is an interesting one, because that's definitely a market we had in mind when designing 2009. To see what we could do to address that issue, because we've heard it consistently, from the gaming communities, yes, that again, security products and gaming don't sit well together. So what we've done with Norton 2009 is there is a mode in the product called silent mode,
yes,
whereby we will detect if you go into full screen mode, and at that point what we'll do is we'll suppress any alerts from you. So anything that's non-critical, which is by and large most of the alerting that would happen, is would be kept away from you. The other functionality we have in the product, which is our idle time scheduler, whereby it might spot that nothing is happening and then go off and start to do tasks. Again, we will put the idle time scheduler completely into the background. Right. In terms of our intrusion prevention engine, again, we've looked very hard at how we can basically make sure that that's much more efficient about monitoring network traffic in and out of the machine. So again, that we're not putting too much of a footprint over in that element of it, which then degrades your gaming experience. So I'm very confident that for the gaming community, they will see significant progress with Norton 2009, and it would be a product that they would want to have up and operational. Wow. In fact, gamers should have security as well, and you really should be having this trade-off between, if I want to play games, I can't have security software, because that's an attack vector.
Yes.
Somebody will look at that and they will exploit it, and have been.